Were you, when you were hiding in these various places, you say you were there with your husband and your son, with your child. Were you also there with other people?
Depends where. Yes, I sometimes was with other people, sometimes not.
Do you remember how many different hiding places you were in?
There were so many. There were so many places. We were surviving days. That means we lived from day to day. And we couldn't plan nothing for even a week or two. When I survived the day, I got up in the morning. So I don't know if I was so lucky and so happy that I got up in the morning. Then it's another day of fighting, another day of misery, of being scared, of something that would come up and we didn't know, the unknown, and every unknown was no good.
You were mentioning about being scared. Were you frightened because of your child and subsequently your children? Were you frightened of dying yourself? What were you really frightened of? What was the fear?
I was not frightened of dying. I wanted to die, if not my child. But I had the obligation to fight for his life as long as the child is alive. I would have committed suicide. It was not worth it for me.
How would you have committed suicide?
I would take poison or whatever you ask, whatever. I would do it. I was ready to do it. But as long as my child was innocent and wanted to live and fought for their life and came to me always and said, "Mommy, I'm scared what will be," or such things, I had no right to die. I had obligation.
Did your husband also want to commit suicide?
Yeah, we were ready. The child made it. That was all the difference. First for us, the only thing that we had before us, to pull through every day, one day more and another. We never believed that we'll survive. I had to dream. And I was sitting in this closed office, and every day was so miserable, day after day, was no future, not even knowing that, and now it will bring us a little something, a little relief. I had a dream that the plane will come, will have a string, and I will be able to attach myself to it, and somehow they will take me out. There, for me, was no other way. It was just a miracle has to come to help me. And that was my dream, day after day, same.
So you're saying that most of the war you spent in hiding, is that correct?
Yes.
And you had very little experience in the ghetto.
In the ghetto, little experience.
And I think that you said that you posed, that you lived in a non-ghetto part, and you posed as Christians, is that correct?
That was the part where we lived?
Yes.
Yes, but there was a hiding place, a closed office. That was a danger to live there. Then, you know how in the offices, people don't, when I, for instance, had to go to the bathroom, I had to make it sure that my water was flashed in the morning or night. Patient would hear flashing water. The next door was another office. And if they would hear a closed office in operation, that would be right away suspicious. They would call the Gestapo and they would open up.
So you had a bathroom right in the office?
Right in the office, but we had where we had a little electric plate to cook little things, the little what we had. And the peels from everything we had to dispose. Now how did we do it? We cut it in very small pieces and had to flash to the toilet. We had no way. It's maybe small things, but when you start to live like that, and this is necessity, and you have to do it, and in such manners, then you see how hard life can be.